name is Neocity, and you might know me. Or you might not. In which case, I don't know why you're watching this, because this kind of only pertains to people who sort of know me, but you're welcome anyway. We're a very accepting channel here, Neocity. Now, I have several announcements to make of varying degrees of severity. And that's because a lot of shit's been going on, and I want to talk to you about it. Firstly, as you probably have noticed, by where most of you are watching this, because, like, no one jumped ship to join me when I changed platforms, I'm on YouTube again! Why? After I made this whole deal months ago about not returning to YouTube? Well, it's for a few reasons. The first reason is that Odyssey is a hellscape of algorithms. And I am going to, right now, intersplice some footage of the most random-ass fuckwad Odyssey recommendations I have gotten. And to explain how recommendations work on Odyssey, there's a slight algorithm at work that you can block-ish some people. But at the same time, there's also just like, if you click on a video, the algorithm's recommendations will then be based on what other videos have similar titles. Which, oddly enough, does not work because of how people title things. I'll click on like some ordinary gamer's Motorhead cybersecurity video and get like spiritualism or pop culture news, these random television reviews. I've even gotten shit like this.
Oh my god! And that's just what's trending in the art category right now. Let's see if we can find the most egregious shit that I have seen on this website.
First, spiritual awakening one. Crypto. That's another big one. That's another big problematic one. Health bullshit. Look at this. Yep, we know the population famine, slavery agenda. That is ridiculous. Political VTubers. I've never watched this person. I don't know what their opinions are. At the same time, their thumbnails and titles have given me a bad impression at this point. So, like, yeah, and I think feminism was a very necessary movement in history in terms of making a better society. I think a lot of people can take it too far, but at the same time saying all of it's sabotage, that's just right-wing bullshit to me. The Satanist crusade no one is talking about? What? Gay is a choice. I hope you're a satirist, because otherwise you're a fucking idiot. Let me tell you. Especially as someone who's having endocrine issues right now. You can't control what your hormones decide. If your hormones decide, hey, I like men, then you can't control it. And good grief, man. React Slop. I don't see much of that on here. Is she one of the idiots who supports that nuclear family month bullshit? Because, like, the nuclear family destroyed the family unit. You want to talk about being traditionalist by supporting nuclear family? That's bullshit! The nuclear family isn't tradition. It was created by the US government in response to an atomic crisis. No! The old-fashioned family unit from before that's the real tradition! Clavicular mentioned. We've already found one of the... Yeah, we've already found one of those. Hey! Oh my god, this guy! Oh, I follow him on Glomble. Hang on a minute. Here we are. Lovely. That's better. Cancer apricots in the medical monopoly. Or cancer. Why are you spelling it with a K? One of these sketchy massager people. I'm not even going to show the thumbnail. I'm just going to show the title and... Hang on, something actually reasonable. Why looks maxing is destroying young men. This is... I have no idea what this is about, but it exists. A little bit of Elsagate, too. I have not seen a lot of Elsagate, so that's fascinating. AI generated suggestive thumbnails. Yep. Here's another one.
That is but one reason. Because honestly, after being on Odyssey myself, I don't want to subject my viewers to Odyssey. And let's be honest, Glomble has, last I checked, the last time there was a census, it only has 6,000 users. So I do want to reach a larger audience than just 6,000 people, you know? The second reason is because, due to recent health issues, I realized that I might not be able to rely on a traditional job in the future if I don't resolve this now. And with how doctors fucking are and the healthcare system is, I might not be able to resolve this soon. So I really would like that sort of freelance income that YouTube would provide me. And I know it's somewhat going back on my promises, but here's the thing. I went away from this website for over 6 months. I left YouTube squarely on August 13th. It is, as I'm recording this, mid-April of 2026. It's been over half a year. It's been 3/4 of a year. I think I've done my due diligence in protesting this, and it didn't work because of people who did not leave as long as me. I'm not going to give myself the blame for that, so I'm going to return guilt-free, knowing that, hey, I gotta do what I gotta do, knowing what position I'm in, and also because I still want to keep sharing videos on YouTube, and fuck, man, I just miss some of the creators. I miss Markiplier, I miss Sean Johnson, I miss PS2 or Die streams. So, I'm on YouTube again. But, here's the thing, I'm not going to be uploading to YouTube very often for now, because I still want to catch up my audiences on Odyssey and Glomble. Though they barely exist, I feel like it's my due diligence. I've clearly just implied that I'm having health issues. To explain, since about mid-February, my thyroid has been doing weird things, and it gets better and worse. Overall, I think it's trending to getting better, but I still have flare-ups. To explain, I am exhibiting symptoms of something called stage 2.5 Hashimoto's thyroiditis, which is, Hashimoto's thyroiditis is an autoimmune condition where the immune system attacks the thyroid. Generally, it is chronic, but there are rare cases where it is not. Stage 2.5 does not recur to some countdown to terminal nonsense. Well, it actually can, because any health complication can really kill you, but like, the point is that it more so denotes what symptoms I experience. Now, the first 2 stages are completely lacking symptoms. There's not really anything that concerns you. But stage 2.5 is something that about 20% of patients go through, where you get both symptoms of hypothyroidism and hyperthyroidism. So essentially, you can have symptoms of 2 different things. You can both have Hashimoto's and Graves' disease symptoms, even though it's technically Hashimoto's. It's frustrating. I still haven't managed to get a doctor to take me fully seriously, and I've had a couple blood tests since then, and the first blood test showed that I was hypothyroidic. The second, more recent blood test suggested that I could be hyperthyroidic, but subclinical. And that was before I had my flare. See, I know that I'm exhibiting the symptoms. I know that these things are occurring, and it comes with the weather. I am from a very sensitive family to storms. My dad has always had severe headaches when weather systems moving. Well, the point is that your headaches can affect your vestibular system, or the pressure can affect your vestibular system, and so can your thyroid. You mix those two up, and suddenly you kind of create feedback that can lead to flare-ups of your symptoms. So I've been pretty miserable, occasionally. Like, now that the main pressure wave has passed, I should actually start feeling better. But I got 2 hours of sleep last night. I've had anxiety waves occasionally over the past couple days. And the whole lack of sleep thing, the thyroid insomnia, can just cause other sort of fuck-ass complications. Like, I have visual snow. It's a rare neurological condition. It appeared to me at birth. I always thought the world looked this way, and it's like, it's not something I ever considered myself to need a diagnosis for. It's like, it does its own fucking thing. There's not really a way to treat it, but it's not necessarily going to get bad or worse. But the point is that visual snow is aggravated by a lack of sleep, so my vision has been a bit more lower resolution because I have not been able to get as much sleep because of my thyroid. And like, half my problems are because of the sleep deprivation caused by this. But regardless, there is a possibility that this is not a chronic illness. Because after some research, apparently certain viruses, including several variants of herpes, which sounds like a big deal, but almost every person on this planet is infected with some form of a herpes virus. It doesn't necessarily hurt everyone. And I, because of my parents fucking up a bit during my teens, am behind on a few vaccinations, including, I believe, some herpes virus variants. So this could just be a thing where it's like, I contracted some form of herpes virus, which temporarily harmed my thyroid, and my thyroid is healing, but at the same time, it's a battle and a process. This is what happens when you get this kind of thing happening right before April showers, when weather can be a huge deal when you have thyroid imbalances. I should clarify that this is all speculation, because I haven't even had the chance to see an endocrinologist yet. But right now I'm going to see a primary care doctor and a cardiologist, because my primary care doctor thought I had syncope, which I absolutely do not. I don't even know how she thought that. The symptoms are not really that close. Because my thing was, I feel faint and my heart's doing odd things. Yeah, which syncope can technically do, but at the same time, with the other symptoms, it made it much more clear that it was a thyroid thing. And I don't know how you'd miss that. But I don't know. The thing about Hashimoto's is it's a disease way more common in women, especially older women. So, it's like that meme. I have accomplished what most women only achieve 45 to 50 years into life. Hashimoto's disease! I wanted to tell people about that, not necessarily because it bears a lot on what I'm doing right now, but mostly because it's frustrating, and I want someone to tell who isn't just going to spend all their time giving me bogus advice or false sympathies. Like, I want people to know that, hey, this can happen to people, this can happen to you, because I'm 19, I'm only 19. And actually this started when I was 18, technically, because I turned 19 within the past couple of months. So, I mostly want to share that, hey, this can happen to you, it might not be as bad as you think, and also that this is something we can joke about. Something to lift our collective spirits, because like, I want this to be some kind of stupid ass tragedy, because it, for all I know, it isn't, because thyroid issues, they can cause a lot of problems, but once you get them fixed or managed, it's literally considered one of the easiest to manage problems you can have health-wise. Multi-game reviews. Now, you know multi-game reviews, you love multi-game reviews, at least I hope you do. I took a lot of inspiration from Seanson when ultimately spinning the multi-game reviews series into existence, and I really have only uploaded one full episode to Glomble, 2 full episodes to Odyssey, and I uploaded an out-of-context compilation Glomble because I was struggling with a 100 megabyte limit. Multi-game reviews are going to continue as normal for YouTube and Odyssey, within the limitation that I can't make a lot of new videos because I have to keep uploading old videos to Odyssey and Glomble. But this more pertains to Glomble. How do I upload these hour-plus long videos? What also, keeping them within the 100 megabyte limit. Now, the answer is to split them into 3 parts and have each segment just be uploaded as its own singular game review. Now, it might sound like the Glomblers aren't getting as much spectacle as the other viewers. And you'd be right, that's not exactly fair to the Glomblers. So I decided to make it a bit more fair by doing something that I like to call Glomble prioritization. So for every segment of multi-game reviews that I re-edit, or that is new, my viewers on Glomble will get the singular game segments first as they're edited themselves before the rest of you get the full multi-game reviews episode, which means all 3 games will find their way to Glomble before they find their way to YouTube and Odyssey. So I thought it'd be a fun little bonus, considering Glomble's a bit of a smaller platform that might encourage you to go to it sooner. It's sort of like a Patreon effect, except I'm not exactly supporting myself because Glomble's obviously not my website. You don't have to pay for it, but I think it's a cool mechanic to attract you to Glomble, and I think it's way to have my Glomble viewers be satisfied with me splitting videos into thirds. Now, the fourth problem is F1 World Grand Prix. Multi-game reviews is simple, but for its solution, because obviously you can just split it up. World Grand Prix, however, is hour-long episodes that are a bit harder to split into segments. So I'm just going to admit this straight up. The World Grand Prix series on Glomble is going to be split into parts of videos. You won't just get the full episode, you'll get episode part 1, episode part 2, and if it's particularly long, episode part 3. I don't think any singular episode of World Grand Prix has ever ran long enough to warrant a 3-parter, but it could. So what do we do now? Well, once I upload this video, I'm not going to immediately be greedy. Once I upload this video, I'm going to be back on YouTube again, so I am going to enjoy myself binging some Sean Johnson videos. I'm going to check in with the PS2 or Die stream. Maybe watch Markiplier. I don't know much about F1 news at this point. I'm caring a little less because of 2026 Mercedes dominance, and I was really rooting for Williams throughout 2025, and they've just had a horrible season so far. But whatever. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit the next episode of World Grand Prix. I'm not going to upload it, but I'm going to edit it. And then I'm going to upload the next multi-game reviews episodes. And interspersed between that, I might upload a little music to Glomble, because there's a bit of a culture there with regards to the music. Also, unlike the rest of the internet, if I choose to publish anything, I trust Glomble not to steal it. So, YouTubers and Odysseans? Yeah. I don't fucking trust you. Why are you wearing those ski masks? What do you got them guns for? Like, what the fuck? What, and why the hell, what do you even need fucking nunchucks? You have guns. What is this? 80s Britain where there's this huge scare about ninjas flying around with their katanas, slashing people open, making it so that some of our favorite half-shelled heroes had to be called the Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles instead of the Ninja Turtles? Like, are you kidding me? Stop stealing from me! Yeah, I mean, I won't stop Sniper Wolf, but you know, yeah, that's all I had to talk about. This was a bit more ranty and not a super satisfying video to make because, like I said, I'm running on 2 hours of sleep, my thyroid's a bit bugging me, and everything is wacko. But it could be worse, and at least this way, you know what my plans are, you know what I'm doing, and I almost thought it'd be funny to ask my Odyssey and Glomble viewers if I should return to YouTube with no fucking explanation at all. But I thought that would be a little backhanded after what a big deal the August 13th Exodus was. I really do hope I can make money through YouTube somehow in the future, because, like, I understand people like Game Lad who say they don't care about the making of money. And even Sean Johnson, I don't think, cares about making money. And I think that's a fair sentiment to have, to just create videos because you love them, and that's something I very much feel like. I love making videos. It's one of my hobbies, and I don't do it because it's work. I do it because I genuinely enjoy running through the video and adding all these random ass fucking jokes. But it's just knowing that my thyroid can do this kind of thing, and knowing that who knows what kind of resolution I'm going to get. You know, I feel like having a non-traditional income is what's going to be best for me if I can pull it off. Anyway, that's about all I have to say. Really Last 30 is as Really Last 30 does, so if you're on YouTube, I mean, like, don't expect much. I'm not going to upload World Grand Prix episode 12 until I catch up Odyssey and Glomble in the next couple multi-game reviews. And if you're on Glomble, you can expect more music from me. If you're on Odyssey, you know, get fucked, because I'm not gonna really use that site much anymore, because, listen, ads on YouTube always annoy me, but I'd rather have ads and an algorithm that doesn't make me feel like I'm insane than no ads and occasionally getting recommended for inflation videos. I'd like to point out that that video I'm talking about, that was a real video, and you know what was recommended to me on? It was recommended to me on some Ordinary Gamers Mutahar video about the FBI getting hacked. I can't do Odyssey anymore. Well, I can keep uploading, but I can't consume Odyssey content anymore. You know what? Maybe as long as I'm on YouTube, I should do some kind of bad algorithmic videos thing. I think that. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed. I certainly haven't, because my thyroid's going nuts, but no. At least it's not going bananas. Quite dastardly. Anyway, goodbye!